My dark heart is getting the best of me today. I want to recap a couple stories from the past few days. This press conference and that boat that got sunk. But first, I want to talk about this new report from the Parliamentary Budget Office and the changes to student immigration. Let's start with the student visas. So yesterday I was talking about the temporary foreign worker program and how, no, that's not to blame for you not having a job. Same with the students. That's not to blame for you not having a job right now. In fact, Canada rejects 62% of student visas in 2025. The toughest stance in decades. Yeah, we all know we had, past tense, a problem with student visas. And now IRCC has cracked down on it. I will repeat what I have always been saying. It doesn't matter what Doug Ford does, doesn't matter what the schools do, so on and so forth. IRCC is the one that approves the visas, and they ain't approving them anymore. IRCC shows a record 62% of student visa applications were rejected in 2025, a sharp increase from the 52% last year and the average of 40% in previous years. I'm going to keep saying it. We don't have an immigration problem anymore. That's been slowed down. It's been rectified. And the projections for the future are still low. Not that anybody pays attention to that, though. Canada needs to build homes in record numbers for a decade to drive down prices. It won't drive down prices. You'll have a bunch of empty housing that people can't afford. The PBO says that we have to add 3.2 million net new homes by 2035, which works out to about 290,000 net new homes each year, which ain't gonna happen. Why is it not gonna happen? Because there's not enough people. We say that right here. Till the end of the decade, we'll be creating less than the average of 176,000 new households a year. If we're creating 176,000 households a year, why the hell will we build 290,000 units? I've said this before, and again, this is not financial advice. If this ever happens, if we do create this many homes while we're creating that many households, we will have an arson crisis. All right, let me recap a couple stories from this past week, because I am skeptical. So a few days ago, the United States blew the shit out of that boat. Was it legal? No. Look, if I bust into your house and take you out, and then tell the police, he was a terrorist, they're not going to let me go. They said there was narco traffickers on board, but all the evidence is gone. They said there was drugs on board, but all the evidence is gone. No evidence, no witnesses, just hearsay. That's called murder. Every country in the world, that's called murder. Look, they made it out to seem like this boat was enormous. Look at this boat here. Okay, 4 outboards right there. I found a boat that's about the same size, based on the size of those outboards. There you go. Could you get 11 people on that boat? Yeah, probably. Would taking that boat out even make a dent in the narcotics problem of the United States? That might be enough to supply Don Jr. for a year. Nothing will happen to these people, but let's be clear. They committed a crime. And now let's recap that press conference. We were all very saddened to see that press conference happen. But what's this? Oh yeah, a few people were keen to note that there was something under Donald Trump's coat. Was Trump wearing an LVAD? POTUS' latest appearance amid health concerns sparks reaction. Because that looks like a heart assistance device. An LVAD, or left ventricular assist device, is a surgically implanted mechanical pump that helps a weakened left ventricle pump blood to the body when it cannot do so effectively on its own. It is used for end-stage heart failure as a bridge to transplant until a donor heart is found. Coincidentally, Xi Jinping and Putin were just having a nonchalant walk, talking about how organ transplants could lead to immortality. I wonder how they got on that topic. What I want to know is, where is he going to get the donor heart? He ain't going to take it from the Republicans. Because as we all know, they are a heartless bunch.